So we just ran in the spot, and then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend, and my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. First carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You don't want nothing. Go straight. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 57 is Mike. Mike 57.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
By the wide receiver. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, here's Tua. He's letting this one go, and this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7, Jets, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go, D.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Tagovailoa sacked. A loss of 3 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 32 that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will be brought down, but he's he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
7.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well done from the safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Will Fuller with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. A deep ball for Gurley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. And he doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Back to throw here. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. The throw over the middle taken in, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
The 34-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
21 more yards.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down.
He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
We've caught a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55. Check 60. Hey, check right. Watching your grind. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Mike 55. Let's go.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 8 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. Buying time to his left. He's looking deep for Bell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick, it heads straight out of bounds. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Tua under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Palardy now on the punt as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
15-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Airing one out for Crowder, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run again with Peterson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Receiver the ball
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
9 yards.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Sanders now to add the extra point. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead.
21, Jets 20. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now the seventh-year running back is Le'Veon Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Complete.
Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6.
The kick is
And his kick is right through.
The score, Dolphins 28, Jets 20. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Steps away to his left, and that is incomplete here.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On play action, they'll throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. A safety with a sack there. LaMarcus Joyner.
9 yards.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Tackle made right at midfield. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He's going to float this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo play, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Back at the 36-yard line.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's Mims. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Number 26,
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
2nd and 9.
force the mic. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Dolphins, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.